Hello everyone, this is Carson back again, and I'm back again with another Hot Wheels collection update video. And I've also got some more Mario Kart vehicles, so I'm also going to review those as well. So let's go ahead and check them out. So I'm going to review the Mario Kart vehicles first, and I'm going to go, not in numerical order, but there's no numbers to go with these, but I'll just review them. This first casting I found is Shy Guy in the standard kart with the standard wheels. And yes, I play Mario Kart 8, and these are all relegated to Mario Kart 8. No, it wasn't like the last set where they had some that were like tied to certain other certain Mario Kart games, other Mario Kart entries. So this is a different so this is all relegated to Mario Kart 8. Every single one of the other cars are going to be relegated to Mario Kart. The wheels aren't exactly the best. The front wheel is not completely filled in, but it works okay. Shy Guy, I always thought Shy Guy looked kind of cute. I always thought he was a cute character. But yeah, this is a pretty cool casting. Up next is Luigi in the Sports Coupe. And if you know me, I know pretty much most of the cars in the names of the cars in the Mario Kart series. And this is definitely in the game is actually one of the cars that I mainly use because it's in the same speed set. It's in the same speed set as Circuit Special, B Dasher, and the gold kart. Yeah, that's what it was in the same speed stat. So it's pretty much just a reskin of the other castings, the aforementioned castings that I mentioned, or not castings but karts, I should say. Very simple design, yet I really like it. Reminds me a bit of High Voltage from Hot Wheels. Here is Mario on the standard bike. Now I'm going to try my best to balance this one. I'm not usually a bike collector. Now, in the game, because of the anti-gravity feature, one side of the bike would usually have one bar coming off the side, because the wheels would turn flat when you go into an anti-gravity section. But because this was in casting form and there's no such thing as anti-gravity yet, well, even though we have RC anti-gravity cars, we have no anti-gravity die-cast cars. There's no such thing as that. So instead, they just made it look like the standard bike, which honestly that works. If they have to do what makes sense to the physical aspects of the diecast, then by all means go for it. And last but not least, and I just realized that this casting is in the same speed set as Sports Coupe. This is Yoshi in the Mach 8. And I heard they're making Hot Wheels cars of all the, well, not all, but like most of the, some of the Mario Kart cast, which is pretty cool. And I think this car was included, but not the Sports Coupe, which is kind of strange. But some of the cars that were included were B Dasher, Circuit Special. Oh, and I noticed the head pivots on the head pivots, which is pretty cool. But I like to keep it facing forward. And the standard kart, back to what I was mentioning, back to the standard kart, which is pretty cool. Rolls very smoothly. This casting, even though it's like a free open rolling car, it's a free open rolling formula casting, which is pretty cool. So it rolls very freely. Unlike some of the other castings that I've had from the Mario Kart Jack-specific castings, they don't roll that freely. Some of them have a little bit of restriction on them. Now onto the Hot Wheels cars. These two I will open up. And I'm kind of debating on opening these up because I got a 20 pack right here, and these have the exact same cars in them. But for the sake of my, you know what? Now that I think about it, I'm just not gonna open them in this video, and I'll just, well, I'll probably keep these guys in the box. But yes, now, yes, I got these cars, and then the reason I got them again in this multi-pack is because, the reason I got them in this multi-pack is because most of the packs that I was looking through, because of multi-pack exclusives, they had these two cars. So I was left with no other choice but to get it. Which, I purchased these cards earlier in the day because I was doing a project for school. So I'm going to leave these to the side for now. Now, I'm going to go on to the castings I don't have in this multi-pack. I'll give you a little view of them, and then I will go ahead and show them off. Here's one of the cars in the E case that I didn't get the chance to get. This is Bone Shaker. This is actually, and speaking of Bone Shaker, there's another one, but it's the closed roof version. I think this is the first time in my collecting days where I've actually gotten, and yes, I am counting them the same casting. They are considered the same casting, even though there's a closed roof version and an open roof version. I think this is the first time that I've actually come across an instance like this where two of the same car are in the same multi-pack, even despite being two different versions. So I thought that was kind of interesting that I came across that. Now, this version of Bone Shaker is from the Game Over series, and I know for a fact because I've seen it in the box on eBay deals, but not like in person. So the multi-pack was my only resort. And this I know for a fact is multi-pack exclusive. In fact, almost all these cars are multi-pack exclusive, with the exception of Dunosaur and Fastmaster. Here's Dunosaur. Now, the reason I got this casting again is because when one of my other episodes ago I got this casting, the 3 was chipped off and it was practically not visible. So it looked like a completely different number. Well, it almost looked like a Greek letter or something, I don't know. But the front part was chipped and damaged, so it was probably due to manufacturing problems, but I had to get another one. I was not satisfied with it at all. Here is Fastmaster. Definitely liking this design. Looks a little bit basic, but it's okay. I mean, it's a fire car. It's a fire chief car, which is kind of cool. Here is the 32 Ford. I think this one is either, I don't keep up with the real cars, just so you know. This might be either multi-pack or it might, because I see this one in the multi-pack a lot. So I could be wrong. Someone correct me in the comments below. I don't keep up with the real cars. Here is Fished and Chipped. Love the J5 wheels given to this casting. It looks really nice. And love the, I don't know how to describe this shade of red. It's like really interesting. It's got an interesting shade of red. Like, it's not cherry red. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, it's an indescribable type of red. Here is Pass and Gasser. Little basic. But it's okay. Here is Project Speeder. Whoops. Based on this is multi-pack exclusive. This is based on the first release that it had. It was orange and it had these stripes, so I can tell that it was its first release that it was based on. Here is Avant-Garde. This is an interesting release for this casting. I did not think it would look like this for multi-pack. For a multi-pack car. The multi-pack cars always look really good for reskins. Here is Time Tracker. This one I don't see talked about as much anymore, despite it being in 2 5-packs lately. I don't know why a lot of people haven't been talking about this casting, but I kind of like this one. And this is based off the Nightstorm version that was released back in 2014. Here is Torque Twister. This version was based off the sports version that was released in, I think, 2015. Yep, I believe it might have been 2015. I could be very wrong, though. This version looks really cool. Looks awesome. Almost like an inverse of the purple version that was released, which is what this reskin is based off of. Correct me if I'm wrong. Basically, the windows were orange and the whole body was purple. So basically the colors are swapped, which is pretty cool. And the tires are clear purple, which is also really nice. Up next is a car that some of you may, for any of my Rocket League fans who play Rocket League and have gotten this car, you may be familiar with this one. This is MR11. It's the soccer themed car. Pretty interesting. It's got these little these white Trap 5 wheels, which is pretty cool. It's almost like they're soccer balls that's using for wheels. So I thought that was pretty cool. Here is Fast Feline. Seriously, I need to stop pulling this thing back. And this is based on the 2012 Volcano version. I feel like I see some things different with this casting. Like the front is a little different, and something feels different about this casting. I may need to look at one of the older versions to compare it with. But yeah, the front feels a little different. Let me look at this. Either the front got painted over. Yeah, I'm putting my fingernail in it and it's like chipping off, so I think it I may need to use a wisp, or a toothpick or something to get all this paint out. Or I may need to check one of the wiki pages just to see. Here is Carbonic. This looks really awesome. This looks really good. The black mixed with green and orange. It looks really good. Almost like it's this almost looks, when I first saw the casting, I thought it looked like a completely different car. Like, now I only saw a glance of it. And it literally did not look like Carbonic, even though it kind of looked like it did. It still didn't look like Carbonic to me. It looked like a completely new casting that was going to be introduced for 2019. But I believe the design is based on its new Models Edition, part of the Off-Road series back a couple years back. And then they just gave it a few tweaks with the design, which is pretty cool. And then our last car is the Governor. Now, what's cool about this casting, more about the color, but if you see it in person, it's like almost like a pure green, but in video, this is almost like a faded jade green. So I thought that was pretty interesting that this casting appears in 2 different colors, depending on my vision and depending on how you're looking at it in the camera. So I thought that's pretty cool. And I really like this design too. This design is pretty interesting, and it's based off of one of its previous releases. I'm trying to think of what release it was based. It might have been based on the on a 5-pack version that came out. This casting had 2 5-pack versions that looked extremely similar. I know for a fact the blue one was based on, I think it might have been the Track Aces 5-pack version from 2016. It might have been. Yeah, I think this is what this casting is based on. In terms of versions. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys in a future video. the signature car of this video is the Governor. Anyways, take care. Bye.